Okay. So, I'm going to give you two different tasks. You just do one at a time. I'll explain the first one here. The first one is I want you to, using as many or as few of these blocks. Oh yeah, I wanted to add in these. As many or as few of these blocks as you want. I want you to spend as little or as much as 15 minutes using these blocks to design your dream house. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you during and after to kind of walk me through your design.
Okay.
And you can use as many or as few of these blocks. You can throw them all out. You can do whatever you want. You have 15 minutes total. You don't have to use it, but I'll cut you off at about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, feel free to start.
And I also kind of incorporate the like surface as part of the design.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. I feel like this is easier for people who have a dream house in mind, but I really don't. It's like one of those things that they tell you you should think about, but I don't. I don't really think about my own houses. So what's interesting is that because these are all parallelograms or squares, nothing will be a slick, boring, rectangular house.
It's true. It could be boring, but it won't be rectangular.
So like, maybe it doesn't have to be flush. Maybe you don't need anything that's actually flush. I like chimneys. I also like courtyards. I don't put chimneys in courtyards. Chimneys are really not efficient though, which is kind of cool.
Chimneys as
Like fireplace chimneys. Yeah.
they're not efficient.
They're not really efficient at heating the home because most of the heat just goes out with smoke. Unless some people like have chimneys that like channel heat around, like so. But that's pretty rare. Usually in like, especially in like New England homes, it's just like the fire is in the fireplace and it goes straight up the chimney and then disappears. It's a very like pseudo nostalgic image. It's fun. Courtyards are also really cool, although I'm not actually sure if they're very energy efficient, but I feel like they're not nowadays because everything is like, you want everything to be kind of like controlled by the thermostat. The courtyards are all like natural ventilation. It's like not a, courtyards are not really a design thing that got popular in the Western world, I feel.
Could be right. So if you were to explain what you're doing to perhaps like an aunt or an uncle who has like no
Oh God.
knowledge of what you do as an architecture student, how would you describe your strategy?
My strategy. See, to an aunt and uncle, you want to seem really legitimate. So you don't want to just say, I push and pull around things until some part of me thinks that looks reasonable, and or some part of me thinks that follows the logic that I'm trying to achieve. So like to an aunt and uncle, it's like I design things by like envisioning them creatively in my mind and executing the process of something.
So how are you envisioning things in your mind with these blocks? How are these blocks helping you, or perhaps they're hurting you? But how are they? How are you using them right now to help you think through this design task?
So I think like definitely some blocks because of the way like some of them, like personally I find these really interesting, right? They like suggest certain shapes and certain spaces. Like the hollow wireframe ones like remind me of things that are like opening upwards, while kind of these more solid ones are like, I wouldn't really say walls because I'm not really thinking about walls right now.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird, but kind of like things that suggest that they could be space delineators.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I was just making bushes because I wanted to make bushes. Maybe like a duck. And then also like color, I think is kind of important. I think part of this was like an entranceway because there's like steps here and it's like grandiose, and then there's like something important on the archway, which is red. Because red is important. Now I'm thinking there's probably like a staircase here, and I would build a second level if I wasn't sure that like everything would go crashing down. I think it might.
So these blocks, you're thinking of these as a single story?
I think
More or
I would,
less.
yeah. I think I'm taking it. I think it's like pretty literal in the sense that like you have the first layer and then you have like things projecting upwards that are taller. Though like I think because these are such like abstract and odd forms,
Right.
you really kind of you can really say they are whatever. And like right now I'm thinking about building like rooms in the back behind the courtyard, and kind of, but also these are also like kind of like rooms, but also kind of like walls.
So they serve many different
Yeah.
purposes for you right now?
Yeah, I think what I'm more invested in right now is not necessarily like, oh, here's this room, that was the bathroom, the
Right.
bedroom, but rather like, here's an overall kind of nebulous shape of a building that
Okay.
contains probably spaces inside that you can't really explore with these abstract bits.
Okay. That as you're kind of standing in for your aunt or uncle, I think I kind of understand part of that.
I'm also just kind of thinking and talking, so I, like, you know, normally in design process, you kind of like think about it a long time and then you come up with logic, and then it's supposed to be a little bit more coherent, so that during your review, people are like, oh, that makes sense, or that doesn't make sense, or your design follows that principle. But because I'm kind of just going on the fly, I'm kind of just being like, hey, this could be an idea that I'm using. I'm not really sure if I am though.
So on the fly, you mean just kind of, what do you mean by that, spontaneous, or what do you?
Yeah. Like, because you haven't given me much time for reflection, right? It's mostly start building something, which kind of demands some sort of structure to be built, regardless of whether or not it is designed or not. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Which means that I am putting together things and thinking about them as I put them together, kind of.
Okay.
Like, I don't have some sort of pre-envisioned plan. This is why I said earlier that this was probably easier for people who have, like, some sort of dream home they already like have in their mind that they like think about and wish they had money for. Oh, that could be like a little centerpiece. Yeah, so I think I'm being a little hesitant on like assigning things like specific qualities because it's kind of in and of itself. I'm kind of exploring what these could be
I see.
by pushing and pulling them around. Which I don't know if that's only because right now, but it feels like design is a lot better. Not that it's like bad. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But certainly it sounds less impressive in those terms.
I arranged stuff. Imagine what it could be.
Yeah. And if I arrange them long enough, then they become buildings. So I'm really liking this kind of like internal, external block thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's